the welterweight champ for Cage Wars, Jay Davis. We're going to do a little bit of I ask questions, he gives me answers.
All right.
Before I forget, this is for Against the Cage with Warrior Instinct and Jay Ingleston. First question, why combat sports?
You hear this a lot. I got into combat sports for self-defense purposes. I grew up in a big rural trailer park, so a lot of bullying, a lot of fighting. You know, by the time you're 10, 12, 15 years old, everybody's been in a few fights, and there's always older kids. You know, I had an older brother, so I was usually the little guy. I got into combat sports for self-defense. That's why I turned to martial arts, and now it's just blossomed into this. Decided to run with it.
Sounds good. That's usually a lot of the answers that are out there.
Yeah, it's a common trend among fighters.
Yeah. Takes a different breed too.
Yeah.
Who inspires you to get up every morning and do this? Who's the person that you look to push yourself?
A lot of names come to mind. I've been a fan of MMA since I was a kid, so tons of guys right off the bat. Chuck Liddell was my main guy. George St. Pierre, and now in more modern times, before Conor McGregor lost his mind, he was kind of a real big inspiration. And I even have local guys here, Roger Zapata, Tommy Marcelino, all the guys that have made it out of the 518. I think they inspire me more because it's so close to home. They've shown me how tangible this is. And you know, once you get to know them, you realize they're human. They're humans with just a real burning passion, and they set goals and they go after them. So mainly the local guys, but as far as big fighters go, GSP right now is my #1 guy. I always follow GSP.
GSP, you can't go wrong with GSP.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. If you don't like GSP, there's something wrong with it. Next question, where do you see Jake Davis in 2 years from now?
In 2 years from now, possibly up in Canada at TriStar with GSP. That's a vision I have, and we have a connect here through Roger Zapata. He's been up there quite a bit. Stayed up there for a couple years training for his UFC fights. So 2 years from now, I see myself, you know, with a nice new purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, 1 or 2, maybe 3 pro fights, maybe stamping that passport up to TriStar. I'll definitely be in this room here, though. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Final question: the good, the bad, and the ugly of upstate MMA.
Okay, the good, the bad, and the ugly. First thing that comes to mind with upstate MMA, we are not in the city. You gotta drive if you wanna find a gym. It takes me 45 minutes to get here. That's the main problem I had growing up. So a lot of workouts happen at home, you do a lot of commuting. I'm actually just now, 26 years old, moving to Albany this weekend to help further my MMA career, because there's a lot of guys in Albany, you can meet up with them any day of the week. And good, the bad, and the ugly, upstate, I've never trained out of upstate too much. I went to Brazil for a few months and trained, but that was a whole culture shock thing. Totally different world. It's hard to compare Brazil and upstate New York as far as training goes. But yeah, finding good sparring partners is hard for us upstate boys. But in this room right now, I know you guys can't see, but we got access to a lot of good guys out here. It forces us all to come together. We all have to come together to work with each other. That's how we're gonna grow.
Absolutely. And other guys out there, the most important thing is really good sparring partners, really good training partners that are gonna push you and make you better every day. Because if you got somebody that's lower tier, you guys, any of that stuff, you guys gotta have really good training partners.
Absolutely.
In closing, final words?
Final words, I'll see you guys September 15th. I'm about to be 6-0, defending the welterweight title for the first time. I'm the middleweight champ, welterweight champ. About to just go out and do another one, 6-0. See you guys there.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck.